안녕하세요. 유이나 할아버지예요. Well, it was 2 years ago today that my friend Bobby Sandler walked into my rec room, which is where I am now. It used to be my office for the over 30 years because I programmed in it. And he had his phone out and he started using it and he was filming and he started asking me questions. At the time, I was watching a Korean drama. I stopped it, and he just started asking me things. Mostly, he asked me about IU and Korean dramas, the two things I'm most interested in still to this day. And so he made a long video and he kept asking me questions, and I wandered around. And in the end, he turned to me and said, "Okay, now you have enough material to start a YouTube channel." I went, "Oh, okay." I had no intention of doing so. I kind of talked about it for a while over for several months because Bobby had constantly told me that with my interest in Korean dramas and IU, that it would be something that would be fun to do and people would, in fact, watch. He said that people in Korea in particular would watch, and I thought, well, maybe. Anyway, so he gave me he sent me the file, the movie he made. It was just one file. I broke it into pieces with a new tool I had acquired. I believe me, it was very primitive. And I decided to put up like 1, 2, 3 minute videos in pieces of them. And two of them were about IU. And I thought, in honor of the second anniversary of that moment where he passed me that movie file and recorded it, of course, that I would do a reaction to the two videos that related direct to IU. The first video is why I love IU, and the second video is showing my IU pictures. So let's take a look at it. I'm going to react to my own video. So let me do that right now. Wow, what a different look. But look at me now. Look at me then. I've changed so much. Hair's the same. The only thing that's different is I don't have a T-shirt on me now that says I don't always watch K dramas. Oh wait, yes I do. Well, that I wore that shirt quite a bit at that time. I haven't worn it in a while. I have so many others to choose from. Well, let's listen. When I hear her sing, I feel at peace and happy inside. When I hear about her and I see her interacting on these videos about the making of things, or just kind of not formal interviews, just her involved and engaging with other people. There's something about her just warms me up inside, and of course I've learned a lot about her since. But she is, I'm overwhelmed by her talent as both a singer and an actress. I'm blown away at the kindness and generosity that she's shown. She's one of the premier, philanthropists, okay, amongst K-pop artists or Korean actors and artists. She's held in incredibly high regard by people in general. When you watch live performances, and her live performances are an absolute joy to watch. When you see her interact with her fans, the way she treats her fans, this respect with which she treats everybody, I think she's one of the few people in this world that I really admire. And then, of course, the fact that she really made herself. She's a self-made person. She lived a stretch of her childhood in poverty. She struggled her way up from the bottom. You see her interview where she says, she failed a lot, but she always figured that she always learned from those failures and she kept going. She never gave up. I mean, there's so much to admire in her as a person. And on top of it all, she may be the prettiest woman alive today. How can you not fall in love with IU?
I was amazed.
When I hear, well, well, I haven't changed my opinion. That's exactly how I feel about her. I didn't say it as eloquently at that time in my first video as I've said it since. I mean, I was interviewed on Korean TV about a year and a half ago, and I said it much better, but I say it all the time. I used to say I'm a 36-year-old American man, okay, and she's only 32 years old now. I used to say she was only 30 years old, and I don't respect that many people in this world. I don't hold people in that kind of high regard, but she's one of the people in this world that I truly respect, and I think she reflects all the core values I hold dear. So I haven't changed my opinion at all. Okay, now that we've seen that one, and I have to say I think I look much better today, let's take a look at the video I made. It was the same video. It was the same thing. It's just the piece I published, again, I put it up 2 years ago today because that's when he filmed it. It was seen in Korea 2 years ago tomorrow, February 1st. Um, but this one is showing my IU pictures, and I think I'll let it explain itself. It's the same session, just wandering around with Bobby and his camera. Let's look.
Where is it?
Behind this door. Come out. Come in.
Oh, I closed the. I see. Close the door to your office here. To your.
There's one.
Oh, there we go.
Okay. Now, I also have one here.
Let me see. Hold on.
She's so pretty. And on the other side.
Okay, hold on.
And of course, I keep these here.
Let's see. Hold on. Yeah, you're not part of IU's typical fan base, I think.
Probably not, but I don't care.
I mean, when you go, if you get tickets to her performance,
I paid to go see.
you're not going to see thousands of people that look like you jumping
Well,
up.
I can assure you that I went to the Golden Hour concert was shown on the big screen once in this area for one afternoon, and I went, and I can assure you, in the audience, I was the only 76-year-old white guy. Okay.
Where are you going now? Upstairs?
Oh, you want more pictures, right?
Okay, yeah, I want to see more pictures.
Now this is my unfinished basement area. I finished 300 square feet. I used it as my office for over 30 years. That's where I now call my rec room, where my wife and I watch Korean dramas, and I still use my computer to do YouTube, etc. But this is the unfinished area of the basement, which it's what it looked like everywhere before I built my office. There's one there.
Wait a second. Okay.
And then, of course, one upstairs.
So when you're doing the laundry, you can look at it.
That's right. There's never enough time to spend looking at IU.
Never enough time to spend with IU, he says.
And then,
Okay, I'm going to follow you upstairs.
there.
Let me see.
That's my last one. I'm not allowed to put, my wife has put her foot down. I'm not allowed to put up IU pictures in the house.
No more?
Well, I mean, I've gotten away with this much.
Okay. I think.
She thinks she's not sure. She thinks I'd run away with IU, but she has nothing to worry about. As much as IU would love to run away with me, the truth is I'm happily married, and honestly, IU, I'm sorry. To me, you're my granddaughter. Okay, I got to say that that particular line, where I pretend that IU would want to run away with me, which of course is ridiculous. I hope everybody understood that was a joke. But then I state how IU will always be a granddaughter to me, and it was from this. That's where the grandpa stuff came from. I became Grandpa Uena because people started calling me Grandpa in the comments they were leaving. Anyway, I thought it was very funny, and. As you can see, this is where my pictures ended at this time. But subsequently, my wife and I have gone to the concert with IU. We have met IU, and my wife's attitude has changed. We now have pictures upstairs too. That's it. Well, that's where this whole thing started. That's how I started this, and it was a complete accident. I had no idea I was actually going to have a YouTube channel, and that 2 years later I'd still be here. In fact, I made a YouTube channel because my wife was a French teacher for a long time. She just retired a little over a year ago, and I have made some videos for her that I posted online for her students. And so there are actually still 2 videos on my site that I haven't made public per se. Maybe I did already. Yeah, I think I did made them public, but nobody ever looks at them. But there are 2 videos of my wife teaching French or teaching a French lesson. But that's where this started from. And I just converted the site I made for my wife into zevdoeskdrama. And I called it zevdoeskdrama because it was K-dramas that led me here. IU followed K-dramas. And I just thought it was a funny way of saying it. I mean, Zev does K-dramas. That's kind of a funny way of expressing it. So that's what I did. Now that I can see how much of my site is all about or my channel is all about IU, I probably should have picked a title that was more appropriate. But at the time, I had no idea that what I was going to do, or that it would that anybody would watch until IU made her comments on Instagram talking about me. I have, a couple of dozen subscribers and a few hundred views. That was it. And geez, I could never have dreamed that I would be here today. Anyway, I'm so happy for the what I do here because it just makes me happy. Every day I have something. I look for things that IU has done. I watch K dramas and I share what strikes me. And it's a pleasure for me. I will mention I've never made a penny doing this. This is not for money. This is purely because I want to share what I love. That's it. Okay. Thanks for being here. I hope you continue to watch me occasionally. Okay. Okay.